Due to the unfortunate situations happening over there in Ukraine right now between Russia and Ukraine, the invasion that could potentially lead to a war is very unfortunate, of course. We have to realize that here in America, obviously doing things to help the people over there in Ukraine, help, mitigate the situation as best as possible through sanctions, through putting troops nearby in nearby countries, Belarus, and I believe also in some of the southern countries. I can't recall on top of my head. But another thing that America really needs to do is give good, accurate accounts of what's going on over there on the ground in Ukraine. The reason why, because we have to be careful that how the media is always building up a narrative, regardless of the fact that a lot of people are losing their lives over there in Ukraine. It doesn't carry much weight for them, but we need to know what's truthfully being told over there. Reasons why we definitely need to have the information correctly told is because we want to know what can be done to avoid this from happening in the future. And also what can also be avoided to happen here in America. And most importantly, just basic humanity. We gotta be careful about the stupid media takes that are made out there. For instance, The View talking about how Trump would have gave Ukraine over to Russia, which they have obviously no reason or no backing, no proof to state that. If anything, is contrary to that statement, because under Trump, Russia did not make any moves during his presidency. Although according to investigation, he was in cahoots with Putin and Russia, but no type of action was made on their end during his presidency. However, under Obama in 2014, Russia had invaded Crimea. And now, under Biden, they're now invading Ukraine. Obviously, two nearby cities that used to be part of the Soviet Union before its collapse in the early 90s. And we got John Kerry, who used to be a senator and also ran for president, I believe, against George Bush in 2004, I believe it was. He's now stating that he's more concerned about the fact that if Putin and Russia is still on pace with their regards to climate change. Why would you even bring that up right now? It makes absolutely no sense. Why would Putin be even concerned about climate change at this moment when he's invading Ukraine? It's absurd. But as far as the mainstream media, that's also very important. From The View, bringing up Trump and how what he would have done falsely to, give Putin over just because Trump said how what Putin did was genius. And honestly, I have to say to myself, it pretty much is when you really just think about it from a geopolitical standpoint. I mean, if Ukraine is talking about possibly joining NATO, they have not, but there was a big conference, I believe, in Geneva, Switzerland, or I can't remember exactly what city it was. However, there was talks about them possibly joining NATO, possibly being part of the European Union. Basically, Ukraine looking to possibly join over to, kind of like a rival gang in a sense. Then yes, that's going to be seen as a threat. So if that's the case, and Trump is saying it's genius for him to attack right now at this particular moment, because of the Biden administration basically just evacuated Afghanistan, it basically shows us with our pants down. And it makes sense that Putin will actually go ahead and attack Ukraine, and China will go in and try to take over Taiwan. Now, I don't want that to happen, of course, but I can understand why they would do that based on previous things that have been done by our U.S. government over there in foreign affairs. And it's so funny how The View would talk about how Trump will give Ukraine over to the Russians, but they never say anything about Biden giving Afghanistan over to the Taliban. So you obviously see the typical hypocrisy being played in the media, just looking to continue to push a narrative as opposed to give the truth of something that's very serious happening over there in Ukraine. Tell me what you guys think. Leave your opinions in the comment section. Is this a bad take that I'm making in regards to how media is basically covering the story that's going on in Ukraine? Am I missing something here? Let me know. At this moment, I just hope that the American media is very honest and very straightforward with us, because this is going to be, or this most likely possibly could be, the snowball that could start an avalanche. And anytime there's an avalanche, you don't want to be at the bottom. And that's where we seem like we're at right now. So talk to me. Let me know. Later.